Everyone fucking knows guacamole.
A little mini dish of sick for those. What are those?
Flatbreads.
Flatbreads. You've gone for...
They're delicious.
What's wrong with crisps?
They're not right for this.
I bought crisps.
I know, and I bought flatbreads, so we're eating the flatbreads.
Everyone can relate to crisps.
Excuse me?
They can. They're universal.
They're what?
Crisps. Crisps are universal.
Listen to yourself.
They are. No class boundaries.
They're
no...
also really fucking boring.
I think it said a lot.
What does?
Having the courage just to present crisps.
It says we couldn't think outside the box.
It says we're aware they're a bit dull, yes, but we're prepared to accommodate the most boring of tastes.
Like yours.
I don't have boring tastes.
Yes, you do.
I have a varied palate when it comes to snacks.
If you say so.
I do. Fucking love Space Invaders.
Of course. Sorry, ignore me.
Look, I'm just saying.
For all we know, they could have had crisps for lunch. But a flatbread, unlikely.
No. No, you're damn right about that. Who, in their right minds, eats fucking flatbreads? They've got all the taste and texture of sandpaper. Right, Vita must be thrilled. At fucking last. Something that tastes worse.
It's one pack.
When we start with one.
Okay, if we have time, and you still don't think that flatbreads are enough of a socially neutral nibble, we'll switch to kettle chips, okay?
Okay.
Like they have boring taste.
Thank you.
Have you seen them?
Raph,
Yeah?
are you a bit surprised
About what?
they'd agree to this here tonight?
I mean,
I just thought they'd find it a bit much.
well, maybe it is quite big for them, which is why we have to respect the effort they've made and acknowledge their boundaries.
I know.
Take things slow.
We don't push them.
We didn't make a very good impression to start.
We didn't.
But this is our chance to rectify that.
Through nibbles and drinks and everything that follows.
Exactly.
Good.
How come they're changed?
What's wrong with this?
Nothing normally.
But
Just tonight, I don't know, try something with a bit more character. For them.
so what a flatbread would look like if it was an item of clothing.
Something like that, yeah.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Okay.
This jumper was on the front rack in the shop. They don't put it on the front rack if it's not good. If it's on the front rack, it's a fashion-forward item.
It's still a grey jumper.
And your fashion choices are any better.
They show effort.
They show that you've tried hard.
I'm sorry, I am not taking that from you. This is a new ensemble.
Which is?
Hippie chic, actually. And I think you'd look great if you embraced it too.
Hippie chic.
It's very in. It's what everyone's wearing.
It's what they're probably wearing.
Including them.
Fine. So I'll just go upstairs and find my best boho outfit. Then I'll match you, them, the music. Christ, what is this? You must have left the, Oh. Playing off the iPod. We own this noise.
Do you like it?
Did I buy this?
No, I did. Charity shop this morning. It's an experimental post-electronic synth album. What was that, or Coldplay?
Easy listening then.
No, it's actually quite uncomfortable to listen to. It's designed to stimulate parts of the brain that cause displeasure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting that.
They need that so their message comes across. I think that's what the review said.
What is their message they're trying to put across?
But some music isn't nice to listen to.
Sure.
Well, don't just stand there. Go and change into something, anything else, please. Can you just be different for tonight?
Is it?
I can't bear it when you just stand there looking like...
Looking like...
You just look like...
Yes?
You look like... And I say this in the most well-meaning way. You look like an off-duty public services worker.
Well, good. Because I am.
With truly fucking awful taste in clothes. Look, you'll thank me for this one day.
For what?
My honesty.
Ah, too late.
Raffaella?
Yes!
Good to see you.
And you! It's honestly... You found it okay there?
Well, yeah, we're only in the next field. We can pretty much see this place from where we are.
Really?
You knew that, though.
Of course, yeah. I don't... Claudia, you remember Harry from the other day, don't you?
Oh, I do, yes.
Let her in, Raph.
Oh, sorry.
We don't tend to just leave our guests on the doorstep like some sort of cold caller.
Oh. You've been welcomed in stories. The vampires, they have to do that, don't they? They have to be invited in before they can, they can... I love your hoodie.
Oh, thanks.
It's so unapologetic.
Best thing I own these days.
Yeah? I thought you'd have more sort of flamboyant garments or...
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
I feel so shabby compared to you, because honestly, you look...
Oh, this is just my day-to-day wear. Something I threw on at a moment's notice.
Yeah, I think that's clear.
Is Peter...
Oh, he's just behind.
Great.
Had a few housekeeping pointers for the others. One of the little things we do if we're out for the evening or...
Drinks!
Yes! Drink, Claudia. What
What
would you like to drink?
anything as long as it's not alcohol.
Another rule?
Oh, no, not really. I'm just teetotal.
Oh, that's great. Do you know, I wish I was. I tell myself every Sunday morning when I wake up with a banging hangover. But before you know it, there's the half-empty wine glass in one hand, half-empty bottle in the other.
Oh, yeah, I know it's hard. I used to be an alcoholic.
Oh,
Soft drink, Claudia?
an alcoholic.
Yes.
And what kind of alcoholic were you? Because, you know, you can get quite fun ones.
Oh, no. I was very destructive.
That's a shame.
Any preference on soft drink, Claudia?
Oh, anything as long as it doesn't have refined sugar.
House cook?
That has refined sugar in it.
Obviously, Harry.
Water's fine.
Coming right up.
Is that one of your housekeeping rules?
The sugar.
Or another personal problem, or...
Oh, no. If we don't crave refined sugar, then we won't find ourselves smuggling in sweets and chocolate and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Part of our full body detox.
I guess it's a lot harder to have a destructive addiction to sugar anyway. I mean, you can't wake up with a head full of regrets after a night on the sugar, can you? Well, you know better than me. You're the alcoholic. Water's taking a while.
Usually have to boil ours first. Used to waiting.
So, this is our holiday home.
Oh, yes.
I still can't quite believe I'm saying that.
And this is your first day in the house, is that right?
Yeah. Harry and I love the Cotswolds.
Oh, great part of the world, isn't it?
Like, why would you pay a ton of money to jet off somewhere else when you've got it all here? Apart from the weather, obs.
Oh, exactly. If this is what works for you.
Yeah, it does. Sorry, Claudia, just to be clear, we're not short of money.
I'm sure.
So that's not the issue, you understand? I mean, we actually bought this place as a second home. Not that it's all about money. Obviously, I'm not driven by money. I don't even like money at all. I generally detest money in all forms, currencies. Do you hate money?
Oh, not particularly. Why hate something you have no use for?
Yeah, that's very true. Sorry. No, I wouldn't say I hate it. I don't like having to spend it. I mean, obviously we bought this place, but that was just to save us the hassle of going abroad on holiday. it's a real inconvenience with our jobs.
Oh, what is it you do exactly?
Harry works at the civil service and I'm at a think tank. Policy and projects consultant from next month, I've been told. Well, it was implied, but quite heavily, so they may as well have told me.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I research and recommend policies on air pollution. So it's great, you know, doing your bit. I love the idea of just contributing to a greater whole, you know, just making a better world. So that's amazing, of course. But I mean, after a while, I get to a little bit like, where's my promotion? I'm stressed out of my mind. Make me a consultant. Not that it's about that at all. It's actually all about saving the environment.
Sounds busy.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty full on for both of us. So we do rely on UK breaks. Luckily, Harry's granddad died about a year ago, so we had a fair bit of inheritance to invest in the holiday home, which was great news. We were thrilled. Now, may I interest you in one of our flatbreads? They are really good with the dip. Really nice.
You work in London, don't you?
Mm.
Peter and I used to work in London.
Before this.
I can just about remember all the stress and the long commutes. The longing for more time for ourselves. Bonus reason for coming here. Oh, apart from the obvious. It depends on the kind of person you are, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it does. Harry!
Here you go.
You've been gone a while.
The previous owner left a Brita filter, so I ran the water through that. Just doesn't go against your refining rule, does it?
Oh, nothing in our charter against Brita filters. This is fine.
Who's the wine for?
You.
Didn't say I wanted wine.
Well, you always have wine with a meal.
Not every night.
Most nights.
Claudia! I was joking about the hangover half-empty bottle thing, by the way. I mean, I'm not dependent. What do you think of the music, Claudia?
I can't hardly hear.
No, that's just the thing. I did put it on quite low, so it just sets the tone.
Oh, it's different, disruptive.
I said that.
Really?
Earlier, when we were chatting, I said exactly that.
Oh, it's just really disruptive.
Yeah.
Good choice.
There he is. Peter, lovely to see you.
Sorry, Andy.
Don't be silly, come in.
Claudia's got started on the food.
They've got flatbreads.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
It's so lovely that everyone's here. We can really get started now, you know.
Sorry I took so long.
Honestly.
Just had to have a chat with one of the others about their general conduct. Too many late nights out and about.
Where?
Oh, just around. Long walks.
Sometimes people lose track of the time, which is understandable. We don't allow watches.
Learnt to tell the time by the tone of the light in the sky.
That's amazing.
And the church clock. You can see it over the trees. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh dear, our commune rules have lapsed a little since we started.
Only slightly.
Can I take your coat?
We are allowed occasional visitors.
Like that?
Yes, like this one, but we agreed a special curfew extension on this one with the rest of the group.
Very good of you.
Now, Peter, may I interest you in a flatbread?
Before we get this evening started, I just wanted to get this out of the way now.
How about after the flatbread?
I just wanted to say that I am sorry.
Oh, no.
No, really, I am.
No, really sorry.
The other day, I was drunk, and we shouldn't have been coming back through that field, your field.
We've all been there.
Even so, I should not have had a we against your property. That's your land, and you shouldn't have to defend it against reckless urination.
I told him to go back to the pub and do it, but would he listen?
It didn't leak through, did it?
Oh, only slightly.
It didn't so much leak as seep.
It seeped through.
It just sort of permeated the interior. One of our more keen members thought the apocalypse had arrived overnight in the form of an acid rain shower.
I didn't realise his urine was so corrosive.
Honestly though,
His tongue, yes.
I should not have assumed that your tent was for hay storage.
He shouldn't.
Just so we're clear, when you came outside, I am so embarrassed that I called your commune silly. There was another man speaking, not me.
Another man entirely. I said to Harry, we should feel so lucky to have cultists living over there. I mean, we could have had a field of ravers, blaring music out at all hours, taking drugs, inhaling laughing gas. They do that nowadays, don't they? They fill up balloons with the same canisters you use for whipped cream cans. Makes the mind boggle. But with cultists, you know you're in safe hands. You're not going to get any of that.
Not at all.
You're just quietly preparing for civilization to collapse, and actually, we couldn't ask for anything more as neighbours.
No, we really couldn't.
Oh, sit! You must tell us all about your commune, your field, all of it.
Educate me.
Yes,
What do you want to know?
everything. Honestly, it's so exciting to have people over who live the way you do.
Happy to share.
Don't take this the wrong way, but it's almost like we booked you, like you're part of the holiday experience or something.
What do you mean?
You know, like one of those red letter day packages. Dinner with the apocalyptic theorists.
That guacamole is really nice. Really fresh.
Yeah, quite fresh, quite different, isn't it? You could almost say it's quite disruptive on the taste buds.
Oh yeah, you could.
So, how long have you been building your commune for?
6 years now. 6 years Monday.
Bloody hell.
Congratulations.
Oh, we'd have got you a card if we knew.
Card.
A little something.
Yeah. Are there cards for the 6-year anniversary of Survivor's Commune?
You can put anything on them with Moonpig these days. Did you have Moonpig before you left?
Left in 2011.
Middle of the recession.
You might have done that.
That's when you gave it all up.
Pretty much.
It got really big around 2012. Moonpig, that is, not the recession. Although that was bad.
Just decided, then.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I've been in the city 5-6 years before this, and then when the crash happened, everything seemed fucked, didn't it? Absolutely fucked, and I felt so powerless. So I just started reading stuff on the internet, so reading all this stuff, try and understand, try and feel more in control. And then I started talking about it with Chloe. The more we talked, the more we saw this pattern slowly emerging.
What pattern is that?
Okay, so our society is based on such an unstable economic system. Capitalism underpins everything. I mean, every last decision without us even realising it. Take your holiday, for example.
More of a mini break.
We are actively encouraged to take holidays to reinforce our regular capitalist routine.
Do you really think that?
Well, think about it. Why are you here?
Because we quite like the Cotswolds.
No, it's because it's just what we do in this system.
Not the Cotswolds.
Taking leave makes you think you're breaking free for a few days or so. But really, it just really reinforces the fact that the rest of your life is in servitude to that system.
Okay.
Worth bearing in mind.
The recession made us realise that that old certainty, that old unbreakable system was starting to crumble. If that wasn't bad enough, that wasn't enough of an indicator that the old citadels were falling, the coalition was elected. Several signifiers making one clear sign. Obviously, it's not clear what form it's going to take yet, but the end is coming. I quit my job the same day I had my epiphany.
Very brave.
My moment came a little later.
The reluctant revolutionary here.
Oh, no, I was very keen to cast off the shackles of my former life. But I did have a 1-month notice period, so...
I thought the election was in 2010.
Sorry?
Well, the coalition was elected in 2010, but you said you left the year after, so...
Oh, we had a lot of admin to deal with first, you know, the house, the car, the cats.
The logistics of a move, yeah, that's...
Couldn't bring cats to the commune?
Nowhere to put the bowls.
Well, that's a shame, not being able to keep pets.
We did have livestock, though. A pig
Did you?
in the commune.
Oh, how lovely.
Not for long, though.
Space issue again.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. We slaughtered it on our first day here.
Thought we'd throw ourselves into it, you know, and survive this way of life. So we bought a pig from the farm on our way to the field, and we slaughtered it in the yurt.
Okay.
Did it completely wrong, like this.
Never did that again, though. Stank the place out.
Claudia snipped an artery. So literally it's spraying out of the pig, going fucking everywhere, just spraying and spraying. All our stuff was drenched in it. I mean, including that coat actually. And you got half its neck draped down its throat like a sort of fleshy necklace.
Sounds grim.
It was.
Nice memory, though.
My first day in the commune together.
How sweet.
And the meat was good, once all the blood had drained.
Which took a few more hours of constant spraying.
You know, it is funny though.
Was it?
All this talk of pigs. We've done pork for dinner!
I want to join your group.
Right.
Theoretically.
Yep.
I've had a cup of tea, I have watched my 5th countdown of the day, and I've come to the conclusion that the end can't come soon enough.
Right.
Now what? Where would I find out about you?
Online.
Oh, we put the info on forums, blogs, all sorts.
So we can reach 60s idealists alongside disaffected millennials.
A good mix of different, ideologically unsatisfied generations.
Very positive response. I think the Cotswolds are a big draw.
Lovely place to prepare for the apocalypse.
Yes, very scenic.
Got Blenheim Palace down the road and everything.
And the group that you ended up with, what are they like?
Lovely. All lovely, aren't they?
Oh, feels like a family.
Exactly. One completely classless, loving family, celebrating their freedom in a Cotswold field. We are living out an ideal.
An ideal where you're expecting the world to end in blood and rapture. Sounds perfect.
It is.
And you don't ever
What's that?
have any little disputes?
Not really.
Little ones?
Why do you ask?
Well, all families have their little disputes, don't they?
Not ours.
Yeah, a little fight. Like you schedule one in for Christmas. All families have a fight at Christmas, don't they? That's half the fun of it.
We don't fight.
Come on.
We debate.
About going to the pub?
Well, debates vary, but in terms of the basic content, they're mainly about how socially imposed systems bring about the eventual structure of our own civilization as we know it. But it's sometimes about going to the pub, yeah.
These debates settle any potential issues,
Yeah.
leaving everyone as happy and committed as when they first started.
Yep.
Oh, there was one guy. Oh, Steve.
Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone but Steve.
Steve left quite close to the start.
And Steve was?
Oh, another group member.
Wasn't in the right state of it.
Had his reasons.
Couldn't hack it.
Wouldn't say that.
Unlike you guys, you could hack anything. Fields, pigs' necks.
Usually we have group meetings to sort out any issues.
Why did this guy leave?
Sorry?
Steve.
It wasn't working for him.
I was working for him.
It just wasn't. Sometimes these things don't, and that's a shame. Yeah, but you move on, don't you?
Fine. Okay, yeah, wasn't Steve. Let's leave Steve. But for the rest of you, there's one thing I still don't get.
And what's that?
You said one of the main reasons you founded this collective was the recession.
It was a factor.
But are we out of that now?
Careful, Harry.
What?
They might not know.
It's not a bloody film spoiler.
I'm aware of the recovery, as it's called.
Oh, we're both aware.
And did you not think that was a sign that the overall end isn't quite in sight? That it's being put off a little bit?
Yes, but Peter said that the recession was a signifier, not a catalyst.
You've got it.
And actually, we're about to go back into recession anyway, so There's another signifier right there.
Yes, but they were saying that the old recession was the reason for the end of things, not the new recession. So it's still wrong.
No, hang
You
on.
can't get your recessions right.
Signifiers are different from reasons.
Sorry.
We never said the recession was the reason for the end. It's not. It is a signifier of the end. Completely different.
Okay, I'm confused now.
Hear that? Completely different. Sorry, he can be a bit.
Wait, sorry, but by that logic, the 70s, the winter of discontent was a signifier. The early 80s downturn was a signifier. They were all hinting at the end of the world.
Because they weren't.
Yeah, I know that. But
If they were, the end would already have
I
come.
know, I'm saying by your logic.
Listen, the news of the upturn was known to the group. And yes, it's a shame, but we've discussed its meaning and decided
Red herring.
our group haven't lost faith because of it.
And they certainly won't when they hear about there being a new recession.
No one else is
What's that?
considering their position.
Harry!
Well, no one is, are they?
No, they're not. But it's true, though, that after a time, there is a danger that people become complacent, that these concepts can start to seem tired. That's fine. It gives us the opportunity to go out and look for new ideas, new thinking, new blood.
And that's why you've resorted to draining pigs. There's a joke. Yeah, Peter, can I get you a drink?
It's one of the reasons we agreed to come here tonight.
We've got wine, coke, water.
We wanted to talk to
I'm
you
guessing water.
About what?
Water, right?
about joining us. Love the flatbread, by the way. Very Moorish.
We're only planning to be here for the holidays.
I know.
And we have our home to look after in Barnes. Can't just abandon a house in Barnes. Buildings don't get abandoned in Barnes.
That won't matter. When the end comes, Barnes won't matter anymore.
Does it matter now?
The point is, there won't be a Barnes to speak of.
I don't know, Barnes is pretty robust. There are 2 train stations and a Whole Foods market, which is a lot more than we said for Roehampton. So,
You really believe these signifiers then?
I do. We weave these webs of how busy and complicated our lives are to get away from the fact that if society does collapse, our routines will be exposed as empty distraction tactics. Leave its little ones. Preempt it now, and you can transcend to a higher plane of existence, like us. Well, am I going to have to give you a bit of time to think about it? And I understand if you need to order your thoughts, whatever, in a time. We know, it's a big ask.
You've offered us flatbreads, and we've offered you a new way of life.
But if it's not for you,
We won't be offended.
piss on our tent, piss on our offer, we won't mind. Sorry, that sounded a bit...
if you're not going to get offended, then I'm probably going to say now that it's a no about the high plane, I'm afraid.
Really?
Really. So kind, and obviously we're very grateful for any opportunity to unlock transcendental meaning in our lives, but we're only 6 commuter stops from Waterloo, currently. So, isn't that right enough?
So, we'd be living in that tent then?
Yeah.
Why don't you go into more detail about the yurt, Claudia? Rath's only seen it in the dark.
I don't think we need to...
Let him talk.
It's a very nice yurt. We took it from a glamping site down the road,
It'll run round John Lewis before you arrive.
just to make sure it was well decked out.
See, Harry? They've taken a lot of time and care over their yard.
By putting a Cath Kidston drape over the door.
Or the key, actually. It's still just as good.
We went for sturdy as well as stylish brands, because we knew as soon as we'd set up camp in that field, we'd be ending our relationship with all those symbols of excessive materialism anyway.
Like drapes.
So it wouldn't matter how much money we'd spent with John Lewis or any other retailer, because we're no longer consumers.
So, you're using them ironically.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking the money, but you don't really want them to have it.
Oh, you've got it.
Unlike us, we're just greedy, property-craving, pulled pork consumers.
What do you mean?
I'm just joking.
I'm sorry that Harry doesn't seem to care about your yacht.
I really was just joking.
But then again, I think he made that clear when he pissed on it.
Anyone go check on the food? Right.
You can check as well. But it's not just my meal. So, what do you do day to day?
Oh, just little bits around the field.
Little jobs then.
Oh, we try and divvy the work up according to everyone's interests. So Maria, she runs the vegetable patch because she had 10 packs of free butternut squash seeds that she stole from a garden centre back home, and she has to use them before 2018. And Derek used to keep rats in Maidstone, so he's got a good nose for hunting field
The
rodents.
specialist.
We sent him hunting for it.
I think he wasn't keen at first because, as he pointed out, he was more drawn to caring for rodents than eating them. But he soon came round after the first few
I
kills.
think he was more of a hamster man deep down.
I keep up maintenance of the earth with a few
Don't panic, everyone. The pork is fine.
Great.
No sign of smoke.
Even better. Claudia?
Or signifier of smoke, whatever it is we're saying tonight.
Carry on, Claudia.
I was just going to say that I keep up maintenance of the earth with a few of the others.
Let's get bored.
Not with the company we keep, not the
Sorry,
store.
I'm asking, do you ever get bored, Claudia?
I get bored no more than I used to get bored back in London.
I think that's code.
Code?
Come on, you must find it slightly dull, sticking to one field.
She just said she doesn't.
Well, that's what you mean when you say you want new blood. You just want other people there to share the boredom. Be honest now, it's fine, I don't blame you. If you're going to sit there for most of the day staring at a piece of corrugated iron covered in an all-Achille drape, then I want other people there to share the boredom with too. New blood, to bore. You think, Raph?
No, I don't.
Can I say another thing?
Sure.
I'm not drunk.
No, no.
And you can stop me if it's
You're entitled to your opinion.
Not this one.
this or this,
God.
all this chat. I'm sorry, but it sounds like those mad pastors in America who put a date in the diary for Judgment Day, like it's a social function, and then just shrug when they get it wrong. Gee, when shall we reschedule the judging of souls for then? A week Tuesday? But at least they have a reason for the end of days. I mean, they're crazy, but it's consistent. My problem is, and please do stop me here if I'm overstepping the mark again, my problem is, you have no purpose. You don't know exactly what it is you're working towards, or when it's going to happen, so, let's be real here, you can't, in all honesty, say that there is any purpose for the community.
And do you have a purpose, Harry?
Sorry?
Do you have a reason to justify your existence?
Of course I can justify my existence. I'm a civil servant.
And
And,
you still haven't told me.
I think I made it perfectly clear,
What justifies you?
I'm going to let that one go.
Can't avoid her question.
Let's not do this.
Being a civil servant is not the answer.
How dare
It
you?
means nothing in the grander scheme.
You know I am glad I weed on your glorified tent.
Harry! You're just saying things now.
You don't mean
No,
that.
I do, I mean it.
You apologise to them right now.
Never, I will do it again tomorrow and with a fuller bladder.
That's it.
Nothing more than glorified glampers.
I'm joining them.
What?
You heard me. I want to join.
What are you talking about?
On a trial basis.
On a trial basis? You're not signing up to Netflix.
I haven't stopped thinking about it since the moment my husband pissed on your outer sheeting. You've answered all my questions, and doubts, and fears, and...
2 weeks.
Only if you're sure.
If you miss civilization,
Then they'll dump you back in it.
you can go back to your rail stations, your 6 commuter stops, and your Whole Foods market in Barn.
Works for me.
What about your life back home?
Oh yeah, weren't you due to be promoted?
I was talking about me, not the fucking promotion.
I was just saying that to start a conversation over the flatbread. They bloody hate me at work.
Great to hear.
I was a fucking superstar of air pollution policy, and they still don't like me. I'm done with it. Let the air fill with toxins. I don't care. I'll be protected from it with you lot.
Change your mind, Harry. Look, you take your time. Like we said, it's a
We
big...
need to talk about this, Ralph.
No,
Alone?
later.
How about we fine-tune the details of the dinner? Sound good?
That sounds great.
Brilliant.
Welcome to your new start. Before the end.
I'm sure we can persuade you yet, Harry.
New blood.
Why don't we celebrate my commune trial with a nice plate of pulled pork? Doesn't that sound good? I mean, it's bloody delicious. It's got this mixed in barbecue sauce and everything. See, I was wondering, wouldn't it be nice, like really nice, if you cut open a pig's throat and it just spouted barbecue sauce? Like, wouldn't that be a nice surprise? First one had fungus under the stairs, like growing up the inside.
God!
It was a fucking mission. You could see it spreading in real time. The house was that damp.
Oh, I should have checked that.
Yeah, some elderly lady, she was like, I don't know, like 80 or something. Stupid woman was letting mould devour her house.
So irresponsible.
Yeah, you could see why the kids were putting her in a home. Then there was the bungalow in Bilberry.
Harry, have a...
Hadn't been touched since the 80s. You know, like one of those social history projects. Or my mother's house. Then there was the murder house down the lane. Oh, and the one with the asbestos. I mean, these are all meant to be holiday homes. Harry, of course, hated them all. Even this place was a bit tricky.
Do you tend to...
What?
You disagree on a lot.
Not usually. Well, a bit. Certain things.
Like,
The house. This.
commune.
I mean, this is pretty bloody major. I need this, you know?
You need direction.
At least he's gone to clear his head, and when he comes back, he'll be...
Settle.
Exactly, settled and stable.
A different man.
Well, hopefully more of a different man than before.
And what do you mean?
He promised to be a different man after pissing on your yard.
Where's it going to be taken?
To find a pudding with no refined sugar in it.
Oh, I'm sure he won't be that long.
Oh, you're probably right. He does drive like a maniac when he's angry. He'll come back with a sugar-free fruitcake and 3 points on his license. Oh, these are
Oh,
good.
they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, like really fucking delicious. I mean, the flatbreads are nice, but
Not fried.
you cannot tell Harry about these, by the way.
Why not?
This is gonna sound so. Before you came, I said we should offer the flatbreads over the crisps because they are more of a socially stimulating nibble.
Sure.
He'll think I'm a hypocrite.
Our lips are sealed.
Thanks.
And in return,
Yeah?
you don't tell Derek about these.
The rodent hunter.
And pub frequenter.
Right.
We're self-sufficient.
Really?
We don't need these crisps. I mean, these crisps, we're not breaking a rule as such.
But they're a highly discouraged, unhealthy habit, and it wouldn't go down well.
Derek was a bit upset about being denied a pub visit tonight.
Really?
Which is ridiculous because I mean, it's a concession we should never have started making to him anyway. Lovely guy though.
very different from us. Born to a single mother, comp educated. I think he said it was a good comp, but how good can it actually be?
How long's a piece of string?
Our post-apocalyptic school won't be like any school in the old world. There'll be no paper, pens, subjects, nothing. Just hours of uncensored thinking.
Maybe an occasional grammar test.
Great.
Anyway, he trained as a plumber, fixing taps and things. And then one day he had a moment of clarity. I work for a plumbing business. That's a machine.
Like the ones he fixed.
Why am I just a piece in someone else's machine?
And in a weird coincidence, he was actually watching one of those survivalist programs at the time. Signifier makes the sign. Why did the BBC4 choose to show that documentary just as he switched on his digibox? That's the cosmos for you.
The stars aligned in his SCART cable.
And now look at him constructing a sewage system under the earth.
First rats, now sewage.
Really did come together for him.
So, you've got a toilet in your tent then?
Oh, no, it's not hygienic. We get people to relieve themselves round the edge of the field.
Fertilise the ground for parsnips.
So what's the sewage system for?
Oh, we were going to wait until Harry came back before we...
Next stage of the project.
You got the plan.
Scrunched up in one of these pockets. Yes. Presenting the Warren.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't really know what it is.
When the end comes, it could manifest itself in a variety of forms. I mean, if we see the disintegration of our capitalist-bound system leading to mob rule and riots in the streets, then we're fine. We're rural, we're isolated.
We're safe here.
But what if the end is more destructive than that? What if, say, some nutjob anti-Trident protester manages to activate one of those nuclear weapons instead of destroying it through sheer incompetence? Then our isolation means nothing, nothing at all. Nuclear winds make no distinction between town and country. If that happens, we all crumble to dust.
Barns and not barns alike.
Currently, we do have a nuclear shelter,
A hole in the ground on the far side of the field.
which Derek dug.
Covered by a sheet of tarpaulin.
We worked out that the hole would keep us protected from the initial impact,
That's good.
which will last around 17 seconds.
After which, we'll be incinerated in our own skin.
Our first thought was just dig the hole deeper.
And then we came up with the idea of the Warren.
Oh, these are tunnels.
Exactly. Tunnels stretching deep down into the earth. Tunnels linking, interlocking chambers, each with their own personal use. We based the idea on rabbits.
Watership Down specifically.
Claudia's favourite children's book.
I read that.
Such a classic.
In the story,
Yeah.
isn't that, in the story, the Warren does collapse, forcing the rabbits to flee their home and
Oh, you did just like without that.
fine.
Each chamber has its own personal use. Entrance hall or airlock, depending on the toxicity of the outside air at that point. Then you come to the communal meeting area just here.
Where we discuss affairs of the day. How comfortable everyone is. How much soil ended up on your head overnight.
And how do you measure that?
Sorry.
The soil. In pots or trowels or...
I'm being serious, Raph. If we've not forced the soil to a point of significant compression, then the entire ceiling could come down on us, burying us in a tomb of our own making, forced to endure our last shallow breaths under meters of suffocating rock and soil. And if the rapid loss of oxygen doesn't get us, then the bugs will. They'll burrow and bite at your flesh until they've circumnavigated your bones.
And this is the kitchen.
Oh, we've got surface there for food prep.
And what are these for?
Little pods for privacy, proper privacy.
Oh, they're bedrooms.
Oh, your own private pods.
You better sketch some more.
What?
For me.
Oh, ignore the number.
Not expecting me to shack up, I hope.
No, you will be coupled.
Hang on. No,
No,
wait.
no,
Just so we're I'm not splitting from Harry.
No!
I'm just going to be geographically separated from him.
No,
I mean, I would be living with him, or in contact with him, but that doesn't mean I'm not with him, you understand? I'm not marrying into a commune.
no, it's nothing like that.
Oh, it's a buddy system, like at school.
Right.
When Steve left, we wanted to make sure there were checks and balances in place, just to make sure everyone was happy.
Steve wasn't, that's why he left.
And this was the man who was the first to put his name to the list.
Emails to say he thought our concept would produce the ultimate utopia within a world that was fast becoming an inevitable dystopia.
He couldn't articulate his own unhappiness, though, the poor fucker.
No.
The poetic man's curse.
Semiotics, Professor.
Semiotics.
Polar opposite to Derek.
Who will be your buddy?
Derek.
Yes!
The plumber.
Oh, you've got it!
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've never really interacted with a plumber from Kent before.
To help you understand our way of life.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to join. Really, I am.
On a trial basis.
Yeah, to start.
If you decide to stay, you become a full-timer.
Yeah.
Which does create another issue.
What's that?
This house.
What is it?
It'll be left vacant.
Are you expecting me to sell it?
Oh, or maybe.
Only because we spent quite a lot of Harry's granddad's money on this place. So...
No, you should keep it.
What?
Should have it at hand for the community. I mean, not that I ever want to stay, that's the last thing I want to do. But we should reclaim the space from its original capitalist purpose.
We're going to move in here?
No, not move in and use it for stuff.
Right.
If someone got ill, this could be our quarantine zone.
Okay.
We are so prone to disease living in a tight-knit group like that.
Are we?
I'd have thought living in an isolated community probably lessens the chances.
You could still catch something from livestock.
What could we catch?
Avian flu, Spanish flu, swine flu, and normal flu.
Oh, shit!
We got lucky with that first bit, but the next one we bring into slaughter, who's to say it'll be as healthy? And when you're in a community whose only contact is each other, you could spread it so quickly.
Ah.
All dead in a day.
I mean, I never thought...
I don't want to die because of a snotty pig. Do you, Rat?
No,
Do you honestly want to die because of a snotty pig?
absolutely not.
Well then, we need a quarantine area. Rat,
Yeah?
is this a sporting ball?
I don't think so.
So if we wanted to knock this through Craig all in one area, we could.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not a building expert.
Good. Great to know, isn't it? For the quarantine zone. God. I hate everything this house stands for. Hope you don't mind my saying that. I hate it so much.
Could I?
Sure.
Thanks.
You sure you don't want me to just pour you a glass, or...?
Oh, no. This is perfect.
That road!
Which road?
The country road, this one here.
You mean the lane?
The lane that leads off the road.
Yeah, the lane, the road, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, what about it?
It's on level.
And?
Well, shouldn't the council have done something about that by now? It's a fucking hazard.
I don't know.
What if he's crashed further up the lane? What if we were just chatting and laughing and eating kettle chips and didn't hear him crying for help?
We would have done.
I want to go and check.
Oh, he's fine.
You don't know that.
Or maybe he's just waiting until after you've left.
You really think he's just trying to avoid you?
I'm not offended. I far prefer he takes all night to cool down than, I don't know, come back too soon.
Attack Peter.
Attack the pork.
Attack Peter with the book.
The pork. Oh, fuck. we should eat. Say we did find out the world was ending.
Yeah.
We find out an asteroid is going to strike Earth, and then at 5:10, just when everyone's having a nice cup of tea and a hobnob, this thing, this big fat rock, makes impact with Earth.
we retreat to the emergency shelter.
Or the hole in the ground.
But say we were further along with the next stage. The Warren has set its exoskeleton out deep within the ground. Chambers linked by limbs, reaching, stretching down into the soil, and we are the lifeblood among it.
You see, don't you really see it?
We wait.
Cocooned,
We return to the surface.
tentatively.
Scorched earth. Trees raised. The sky richer and thicker than tar. You know what won't have changed?
What?
That fucking road! If the council would have levelled it, the apocalypse certainly wouldn't.
I don't really see your point here.
Whose responsibility is that after the apocalypse? That road just waiting there, all uneven, studded with potholes.
Oh, well, no survivors wanting to join our commune would care about the road.
Yeah, but it'd be a rotten way to go, wouldn't it? If you get through all of that. Endure radiation poisoning, sulphur rain, murderers, cannibals, whatever the next world holds. You get through all of that, and then you crash on one of the road's many unnecessary mounds of soil and kill yourself. Fucking great!
Oh, I really don't think anything's happened to Harry.
Do we wait? Do we form the next council? Maybe it's just the wine, but when I think about it, yeah, I don't think I've ever truly been happy.
I don't believe that.
Honestly,
No, don't deceive yourself.
I'm not. I never have. I can't remember ever feeling genuinely happy, with no lingering sense of utter dread to undermine the moment when you think you might just be. I've never been free of that. And you see, that's the thing. If I take the plunge, then I need to know that this is finally something that will actually work. You know, that will really work. Fuck the TV, the being in barns, the 20-minute commutes, and the Sunday shopping, and the booked holidays, and the breaks, and the mini breaks, and the flatbreads, and all the stuff that can never actually be your life because you aren't allowed it. I'm prepared to chuck it all in. Even the man I'm married to, if needs be, but it has to work because I can't throw everything else away if this wouldn't make me happy. I don't think I can bear it.
Oh, hey. Come on, everything's going to be fine, yeah?
It's not.
Listen. Let's move away from this discussion for a while. Why don't you give me a tour of the house? Why don't we start upstairs? And then I'm sure when we're done, Harry will be back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Peter, could you watch the food?
Like a hawk.
Lead on.
Get in my mouth. fucking hell.
He had his keys! He had his keys, so who the fuck is... Oh my god.
Just look outside the door.
It's the police.
What's going on?
They rap the door with their knuckles, that's what they do. Everyone knows that's what they do, that's the sound they make.
Just go and look outside the door.
You prick!
Sorry.
You absolute prick!
I've got my keys, but they're in my pockets, and they've stitched the pockets too deep.
So deep that you couldn't find your phone either.
I can't express to you enough how deep they are. I've considered complaining to Next.
You haven't gone over an hour.
No, I haven't.
Sugarless pudding?
I don't have one.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? I don't have one on my physical possession.
Fruit, Harry.
What about fruit?
You could have bought fucking fruit.
It's got sugar in it.
Yes, the good sugar. They are trying to avoid the bad sugar.
Why don't we just eat the main?
But you're ready to eat the main for an hour.
Well, then let's not wait any longer. Who is the food?
Me?
Emmy,
Great.
I'll serve it up. You've time to get reacquainted with our guests.
Harry, hope you don't mind my saying, but I'm sorry about it. Hope you, if you found the way I spoke to you insulting it all, it wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to,
It's fine.
really?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
That's brilliant.
I've had to think about it all, and you're clearly genuine people.
Means a lot.
With a genuine passion. I see that now.
Really does.
You are authentic in what you believe.
Couldn't be more pleased.
If I'm honest, I was and am still struggling with the idea of Raph joining a commune that's preparing for the apocalypse.
Always good to be honest.
But this last hour has reassured me that actually things will turn out for the best.
Or maybe you'll even consider joining our commune as well.
Believe that's something you're...
I didn't realise we had such nice cutlery.
Oh, would you like any help laying the table?
Yeah, this all used to belong to Raph's grandma. It's a weird thing, isn't it? You're sad about family passing until you realise you're getting their money or fancy fish knives. That's what family's all about. Christmas feuds and thieving fish knives.
You know, it's funny, Harry. When we were waiting just now, we thought you might have taken the car out and crashed it or something.
Oh, we did?
What?
Yeah, proper crunched it. Lucky to be out alive.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
You
You thought I crashed, and you were right. About 2 miles from here, give or take. Terrible at estimating. And driving, apparently. Went straight into some fencing at full speed.
Oh my God.
How did that...
Driving too fast, lost control. Anyone got a preference for condiments with the pork?
Sounds
I'm
terrifying.
feeling horseradish. Give the food a bit of fire.
Were you hurt at all?
I think I've got a concussion, but it's the good kind.
There's a good kind.
Yeah, like sugar. The kind that knocks you out of stupor. Smack my head into the dashboard, and it's really sobered me up.
Sobered you up?
I'd prefer a glass of water and a paracetamol to a car crash, but I guess both do the job, right?
I didn't realise you drank so much before you left.
Oh, I hadn't.
No?
I barely drank anything.
And you just left the car.
You could say that. It's fine. It's firmly parked into the farm fence, so it's not going anywhere. If anything, it was all rather convenient for a car crash. Useful even. I'm thinking a lot more clearly now. Bordeaux grapes. From scorched earth.
Sorry?
Can I interest you in a glass?
We're really okay.
Promise I won't tell the other... How many of you are there again?
6.
That's right. All 6 of you.
Thank you, that.
Well, I can't keep a secret for you. Maybe you can keep one from me.
And, what's that?
Do you mind not telling Raph I wrecked the car? I'm sure it won't matter when she's building nuclear shelters and looking after livestock, but that car's her insurance. E-books.
Supposed to be the future.
Didn't feel right.
Fail.
That chain of record shops with the dog in the window.
Gone.
Selfie sticks.
Won't go.
Pop-up restaurants.
Oh yeah, you've really missed out on those.
Pop-ups?
Yeah, they're like normal restaurants, except they can claim that their lack of financial sustainability makes them trendy.
Never heard of it.
Outrageous prices, and everything's covered in buttermilk. Or barbecue sauce.
Nothing wrong with a bit of barbecue sauce.
Oh, definitely not
You're
here.
a great cook, Rat.
Stop it.
Seriously.
That was absolutely delicious.
The others would be so jealous.
The invitation was open to all of you.
You told them, didn't you?
Oh, of course we did. We just thought we'd send 2 reps instead of invading your house with commune members.
That comes after I joined, right?
What? Think of all those meals you'll be cooking in the commune. With all those fresh vegetables out there.
Yeah, the vegetable patch isn't in a good state.
Oh, it's basically just a bit of mud with a few butternut squash seeds churned in. Maria keeps trying to tend to it, but it's just not working.
Maria?
Member of the group looks after the vegetables.
Sorry, it's hard to keep track of all the people you've enlisted, that's all.
What, like you lost track of over an hour of our evening?
We're going to plant parsnips in the spring, but it'll be touch and go. Wiltshire soil is notoriously lacking in nutrients.
Didn't know that.
No, not many people do, but it matters to us.
I must say, Harry, you're so relaxed with everything.
How do you mean?
Well, I know you're eating, drinking, talking with us, compared to how you were earlier.
I was angry earlier.
Oh, but not now.
No.
I thought you hated our way of living, despised it, as if we were sort of, well, like a fanatical religious group.
I don't hate you at all.
I'm glad.
I think you are a religion of sorts.
Oh, but we're not.
No, that's not a bad thing. Religion is just about where you place your faith. If Raph chooses to place her faith in you, then you operate as a religious mechanism.
Religion is born of the old world.
Can anyone hear that?
We're beyond the old system.
I can definitely hear something.
But you're still a religion.
One sec.
And that in many ways is a good thing. There's a vacuum out there for a belief system. People can't put their faith in the economy anymore, or each other, but they can put faith in the idea that they will see their species eventually wiped off the face of the planet. It's the most pessimistic religion I know. It's brilliantly British. You get a whole following if you want to.
Yes, it's sort of close-knit group, isn't
Now
it?
stop there. Think what you could do with a big devoted group. The power you could have.
Oh, Raphael, what was outside? What's outside?
Outside! There's a fucking goat outside the house!
What do you mean?
It was staring at me through the spice rack.
Not through the spice rack.
It was staring at me through the window and through the coriander jars. I'm not
The
kidding.
spectre at the feast.
I
Viewing through the spice
There
rack.
isn't anyone with it.
You mean it's on its own?
That is an unaccompanied goat out there.
Just so we're clear,
The worst kind. No one there to tame it.
it's not ours, if that's what you're thinking.
Maybe it's wild. Are there any sightings of wild goats in the Cotswolds?
Are you sure you weren't just imagining it?
I don't hallucinate visions of goats. Why would you think I see goats?
I don't know. Are you sure you saw what you thought you saw was actually what you thought was a pig?
Sorry? None of that made sense.
A pig? We've just eaten pig. Maybe the pulled pork gave you manifest guilt in the form of a ghostly pig.
You're the ones that killed a pig, not me. Don't project your pig guilt onto me.
I don't have any guilt.
I would be.
I know what I saw. It's there! It's definitely there. It's circling the perimeter of the house. Are goats predators?
Grass? Maybe, not human flesh.
Unless they're rabid.
Reapers?
There are cases of them going round and biting people. Yours like clamps, apparently.
Fuck off!
Not useful.
I ate goat's cheese yesterday.
So?
Oh, do you think it knows? Can it smell it on me?
Oh, don't think so.
Harry, you go and look at it.
Don't need to.
What?
I know it's out there.
Yes, but you should see it anyway.
No, as in I knew it was out there before.
Harry,
For a fact.
listen, you haven't seen it. Oh no.
I brought it here.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Where the hell did you get it from?
Far down the road. Broke in.
You broke in?
I was walking down the lane, I heard it call out, and I thought I'd bring it back.
What on earth is wrong with you?
It was a spur of the moment thing. I just took it.
No, I'm sorry. Spur of the moment theft is, I don't know, snatching a chocolate bar from a newsagent or cutlery from a restaurant. I know what it is, because I've done it. It is not snatching a goat from a paddock it is perfectly happy in.
You don't know that.
Sorry.
You know how happy that goat was. You speak goat. Is that what that scream was?
Well, it was probably happier in a place it knew than circling around a house it doesn't.
It's fine. Go on, Raph. Have another go at communicating.
It does sound distressed.
Scream again.
If it's tied up, return it in the morning.
We will return it right now.
No. There's one thing we have to do first.
Our pig made that
He
noise.
stole a goat.
You know, when we...
He was meant to be getting a pudding free of refined sugar, and he ends up getting a goat.
He did more than that.
You know what this is, don't you?
Drink.
You can smell a little on his breath. I'm sorry.
Pretty potent.
He does this, you know. He embarrasses me with comments about my wine drinking, when actually he is just as bad.
Drink as a coping tool.
Maybe it is.
Both as bad as each other.
What?
Right. Who wants to go first?
That's all! Put that down! It's had pork on it!
I think you should, Peter.
What?
Go first. You and Claudia, you've got the most experience.
In what? I don't...
Slaughtering livestock.
They killed a pig, you prick! That's a fucking goat!
That's the closest I could find.
I'd rather not.
Can't be too different, can it?
I'm not objecting because I don't know my way around a goat's throat. I'm objecting, but it's not my animal to kill.
Oh, come on, really?
Really?
Let's just take it back!
We'll kill it and cook it for lunch tomorrow.
That's barbaric!
Well, it goes great with a bit of rosemary, basil, mace. That way.
God.
That way, we can eat away the evidence.
You are vile!
I won't search for long. We'll just assume it's escaped or been eaten by an animal.
Like you.
No, like a man who brags about pulling out a pig's throat. So go on. First cut is yours.
Leave him alone!
Do it. Come on, you've even got the luxury of a Lakeland knife. I assume you used a piece of flint the first time? Or did you use an implement from John Lewis?
I can go tie it up.
Yeah, best restrain it first.
Just stop it escaping into the woods. Have you got something we can use?
There's an extension lead.
I'll do.
Okay, it's down here. There's enough slack on it.
Does it matter? A bit tighter, and you could choke it to death
Oh
first.
my god!
More convenient, fewer screams.
We'll be as quick as we can. Do you want to help?
Me?
Skill to learn when we had livestock.
Oh, your first taste of self-sufficiency.
We're staying here.
You sure, Raph?
I'll stay here for now.
We need to
But
chat.
once it started,
We'll teach you the soft shackle first.
What the fuck is a soft shackle?
It's a basic type of knot. You use it to restrain things that are out of control. Not doing what you want. Not listening. Raph should learn it.
Give me that.
Oh, quite sharp.
right,
You know what Lakeland knives are like? Fucking peasants.
listen to me.
I'm listening.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
All of this, the last 2 hours, and the goat, and the Lakeland knife, it's all...
There's nothing to it. I went for a walk. I freed a goat. It happens.
No, Harry, people don't just go about releasing goats and then challenging people to murder them.
It's a test.
A test?
Yes, I'd have stopped him before he actually hurt the thing.
But why though? Why bother going to the effort? Why are you looking at me like that?
Do you love me, Raph? Still.
Of course I love you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
That's...
Thank you.
I said before, didn't
Because I
I?
was wondering out there.
About whether I loved
You were
you.
with them.
You're being ridiculous.
Okay, hear me out. If the world did end tomorrow, and that was it, darkness, end, full
Oh,
stop,
for fuck's sake, Harry.
in that second, before the fire, or the flood, or the radiation washes over, that last second where you've got a moment just to feel and think about the life you've led.
What are you talking about?
Stay with me on this. What do you think? Yeah. Fuck it. I'm glad I spent this last part of my life with him. With everything that we could and couldn't have. Everything that we tried to make up for not having. Would you feel glad? Honestly.
Again, this is
Would you?
just...
Would you have?
Why would you ask a question like that? Has releasing the boat triggered some existential crisis?
I just
You're
wanted
being
to-
fucking ridiculous!
What?
Can you see now?
So stupid.
When I want a break from you? Why, that commune might look like relief. When you're like this, you're unbearable.
A commune's not the answer.
I'm not listening to any more of
They
this.
are
I'm going to go and learn how to
dangerous.
tie up a
Listen to
boat.
me. I'm doing this because I want to expose them.
Yeah, that's obvious.
No. I found out things while I was gone.
What? What exactly?
Earlier,
Yeah.
I was really fucking pissed off, so I drove to the pub.
You drove to the pub?
The Dog and Fox.
We had guests in the house, Harry, and you went to the fucking
I
pub.
went for one pint of beer because I thought it'd be good for us.
Good for us.
Yes, for us.
Thank you for being so considerate, thinking of us.
If I went for one pint and came back calm about the ridiculous proposal you'd agreed to, then you'd be pleased.
So what you're saying is, you needed to be drunk to finally act like an adult.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm very proud.
that was the plan at first. I got talking to someone at the bar. Early 30s, slightly scraggy looking. I mentioned we bought a new house and we were taking time out. He asked why, and I said we were having trouble with the neighbours. That unsurprisingly, the apocalyptic cultists living next door were being a bit overbearing.
Maybe to you.
He said he knew them.
I think they've got great manners for people who live in a field.
And then, he said his name was Steve.
Right.
Steve? The man they mentioned earlier? The one who left?
He was just in the pub.
Stuck around to keep an eye on them. Apparently he's renting a bungalow over in Bilbury now.
So Peter and Claudia know that?
He doesn't think so. I asked him why he would stay, why he wouldn't just go home if he didn't like the commune. And he said it wasn't that he didn't like the commune, he founded the commune as a living experiment.
What?
Steve's a catastrophe modeler. No, he was. The idea was to test a functioning commune in extreme conditions, a mini society designed to withstand a catastrophic event.
Which is exactly what Peter and Claudia are running.
Oh, yes, it's what they're meant to be running, but it's all gone to shit, isn't it? I mean, what do they have, really? A tent, a hole with some tarpaulin over it, and some butternut squash seeds. I mean, that's not a commune, that's an allotment. Steve found the field. Steve found the field, and he mapped out exactly how the project was going to work before he found the participants. And that's all Peter and Claudia were, participants in the project. He found them on one of those forums. But that's the thing. Peter's loud, isn't he? Too loud. Overconfident. Starts taking Steve aside for meetings about the direction of the project. Questions Steve's commitment to it. Claimed it was just an academic endeavour to him, and he wasn't understanding the human side. The next stage.
The next stage.
Peter and Claudia's idea for the next stage was to produce a generation of people. People that only know the commune, only know them in charge. And to produce that generation, we need people to get together to make them. By mating.
What?
Steve left because Peter and Claudia threatened him, and now they're going to pair people up with whoever they've got there, okay? They're going to find you a new partner, and they're going to build a new structure where people have the privacy to, you know, that's the next part of the...
Oh my god.
Right, what?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh god! They want me to mate with a plumber from Kent!
You know!
Oh They said it was a body system. I thought they were just trying to train me up, but they want me to... But him, don't they?
Who's him?
Derek, the plumber. The man they clearly want me to produce an actual apocalyptic baby with. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
It's fine.
It is not fine. I mean, what am I expecting it to look like? A mini Mad Max.
Okay.
It is anything but fine.
You don't have to worry, you're not going back to them.
Too damn fucking right I won't. If they even dare to suggest it, I'll kill them. I just will with a Lakeland knife.
I know.
Who do they think they are? It's just... Who do they think they are? To come to our house and sit on our sofa and eat my flatbread and guacamole. All this while knowing it's just fucking shameless.
We should call the police. In case they're trying this with others. There's a whole row of new builds down by the A road. It could be going after them.
Don't always makes it right, by the way.
What?
You don't get to say I told you so because you had to be told. You didn't predict this. You're not some saviour, a modern day Cassandra. You are a consistently drunk man who drives atrociously and kidnaps goats. Okay?
Success!
Plenty of slack on the neck so he won't yank and snuff it.
Noisy one though, I imagine it was the stress, so... Oh, fuck!
What was that for? What do you think?
Oh, my molar's gone!
Christ!
You knocked out my fucking tooth!
Good.
Get away from him! I should get away from him! Should I? I'm the danger! Yeah!
Fucking agony!
Do you want me to knock the other one out as well? Yeah, let's just even it up. You would have startled the goat and wake up the yard! Fuck the fucking goat! You can wait till it once. I don't care. I hope it wakes up your commune. I hope they all come round so they can see this.
I can feel a nerve ending with my tongue like sort of flapping around in the... Ah!
Stop licking your nerve ending!
I can't help it! My tongue's literally flopping on it!
Right, I'm calling 999.
You're calling an ambulance.
If he can taste a nerve ending, then he needs an ambulance.
Don't you have stuff for emergencies over there?
Like
I don't know, provisions?
provisions.
If you're going to be self-sufficient, then you should be self-sufficient when it comes to medicine.
Dentist trained for years, you moron.
Oh, what did you expect to do when people got ill?
This isn't illness. This is assault.
This is fucking justified.
Why? Just tell me what off!
Shut up! Right, I have to call him. He could have knocked the tooth into his brain.
Tongues are fucking dramatic.
That's not
It's
dramatic.
dramatic. It's dramatic and attention-seeking, like your commune.
Where's your landline?
Excuse me.
Where's your landline?
Christ, look at you.
Come on
Hypocrites
now.
and everything.
Come on now.
The half-committed cultists.
Your landline.
It's a holiday home. We're not getting one.
Your mobile bed.
Fucking right.
You are not having anyone's mobile.
Look at you. Harry was right about this the whole time. And believe me, he's never right about anything.
What has he said to you?
Tell me what the warrant's for.
I
What it's really for.
don't understand.
Oh, don't play dumb just because you're missing half a tooth.
I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
You want to pair me off with a plumber from Kent.
Hair off? You thought we wanted you to mate with Derek?
That's ridiculous.
Steve made that clear. You're Steve. Saw him at the Dog and Fox.
Oh, so you saw him at the pub.
Yep,
After how many?
one.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Well, it was. He was there. Described you in detail.
I know that's utter bullshit because Steve isn't even in the Cotswolds anymore, so he's lying to you.
No.
Steve went back to London.
He wanted you to think that. He stuck around to keep an eye on what a mess you're making of things.
He's in London.
Okay, and why is he there?
Wanted to rejoin his family.
You just went back to them.
To be with them. His mother, she
What?
wasn't well.
As in,
Well, it was really bad. There was this one day when we were trying to get the vegetable patch going, and Steve was sat on the side, offering advice as usual, but he had this kind of haunted look in his eyes.
What? Like he'd seen a goat?
So I just went over to him, asked him if he was okay, said I had some Lemsits if he needed them, and he said no. It wasn't about him. It was about her. That he'd been charging this old mobile in the phone with Derek. Great battery life.
I think it was a Nokia.
He promised then that he would ditch the phone and live in the moment, because what was all this for anyway? We deal with all disasters together, whatever form they come
But he didn't stay.
Yeah, if he was so committed.
Well,
What did he do to make him leave?
Well, that's it, isn't it? He just couldn't stop thinking about her. He couldn't live this new life because he was still living the old one up here.
No, this is all bullshit. Steve left because you threatened him. He found out that you wanted to take over and try to stop it. So
Listen to
that's
me.
why you thought, get out of our house.
he's lying.
You heard what Harry said.
Well, of course he'd lie about Steve. He heard us talking about him and now he's concocted some story to put you off a way of living that's better than anything he can offer. A life defined by train delays at Whole Foods, solitude in the suburbs.
Barnes is no suburb.
Oh, come on.
It is a highly regarded urban catchment area.
None of what he told you makes sense.
It made perfect sense to me.
Does it though? Apparently, we forced Steve to leave so we could pursue our idea of creating the next generation for the next world. I mean, utter dogged commitment to the ideal, right? But in the same breath, he accuses us of being hypocrites. Says we don't practice what we preach, we aren't committed enough. So, well, which one are we? He's thinking of anything he can to try and make you rethink your decision, but the problem is we can't be both.
No, you think that because you're in charge, the rules don't apply to you.
Exactly!
And you thought you could do enough to control us, and you tried tonight, but you have failed.
Fine.
Fine.
Yes, fine.
Admitting it now.
Didn't want to do this, but look. I've got a pack of whiskey.
What the fuck are those?
That's the truth of it, okay? Testament truth. I love a whisper. I ate one tonight.
Here?
While you were upstairs, I sat on the sofa and I ate a whisper. And I loved every fucking bubbly mouthful. God knows when the end comes there won't be any more whispers or twirls, even flakes.
That's refined sugar!
You have Lancet!
People need Lemsip!
I need whispers! I am not listening to any more of this.
I admit we're not perfect. Neither are you! Neither of our ways are perfect. But I can see how much more potential there is in you than in him. That you're a work in progress. Like us. When the day of the end comes, I know we'll cut ourselves off properly. Renounce the whispers and the Lemsips of this world and embrace a planet without them. But until then, until that point, muddle through with us. You were made to muddle through with us.
Don't let them trick you again.
Peter,
You know he's like, don't you? You know it.
I wouldn't do that.
Admit it.
I love you.
Oh, so you're a thief now as well? Peter doesn't know what he's saying because you've punched half the contents of his mouth out. That's the refined sugar talking and the pain!
so why do I have more potential then?
Yeah, answer that.
If you don't just want me for the Warren,
You're just more special than he is.
more special.
You are. You truly and utterly are.
Hello? Hello?
Are you jealous?
No.
Is that what this boils down to?
I can't be jealous of something I've never wanted.
A spark. A little lift. I'm wanted elsewhere. I'm actually wanted.
My job wants me, Raph wants me.
You're just as scared as the rest of us about your life meaning nothing. You're no different. You do realise that, don't you? Except that you have allowed your fear to cripple you. Raffaella, she is this close to reaching the new world. Let
I'm
her.
happy with my life.
As a civil servant.
Perfectly happy.
So what are they going to scrawl on your gravestone at the end? To make you transcend epochs and centuries and civilizations?
Stop.
Oh, here lies Harry Reynolds, man for the ages.
Said stop.
Good at departmental payroll.
I am fucking great at payroll! Oh, what's the matter, Peter? How? What's the matter? Too much pork for your teeth?
You got enough?
Oink, oink, oink! Oink, 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 oink! when we're out hunting pigs and goats and rodents down the wild plains of Wiltshire.
Touch it up a bit, put it in a glass of ice cream. Look at that.
I do!
That's how great you are!
For the love of God, just please!
What is it?
Just repeats over and over. Listen.
Elsewhere. Due to recent events, we are experiencing a higher frequency of calls than usual, so we're unable to take your call at this time. If your inquiry is urgent, please visit your local NHS hospital or clinic. If neither of these are available, please consider checking the NHS Choices website or seeking help elsewhere.
What events? What are they talking about?
Why should I know?
No idea. No idea.
It's a TV work.
I want to know what that's about.
We watch this, right, for a minute. And then you two leave. And you never set foot in this house or our lives again.
Is that?
No idea.
Oh my god.
It's not.
No.
Oh my god.
We were right.
Is that even the usual BBC studio? It's not the usual BBC studio.
Who gives a fuck about the studio?
He's saying you know something's wrong when they're not in the usual studio. He's not even wearing a tie.
Oh.
We should go back. We need to secure the tarpaulin over the...
We're staying.
What?
I've prepared you for this. We're staying.
Scared. I wasn't meant to feel scared. It wasn't... Didn't feel like tonight.
What do we do?
Just so it's settled.
What are we meant to do?
Flatbreads are better than right each other.